we're gonna be doing this really cool bead wind chime. And we did this one Astros colors. And you can see we did the orange, the white, the blue, so it looks pretty cool. We're gonna continue with the sports theme here. I'm gonna do Dallas Cowboy football team wind chime, and Patty's gonna be doing?
The Dodgers, LA, for baseball.
So she'll be using kind of the same colors as I am. And these are some of the materials that you will need for this craft, and you can get them at your local H-E-B store or any other craft store of your preference. So we have our paintbrushes here that you'll need, some paints, we have our bead string, and you'll need 4 pieces of that per wind chime. And then of course your beads, some bigger beads for the top and the bottom of your wind chime, some scissors, some craft sticks, and also a hot glue gun that you'll need, or a really good glue that you can stick the crafts. So when you start your craft, there's a couple things you need to get together. Find a nice open area in your kitchen, in your living room, anywhere around your house. You can probably even do this in your garage or outside if it's not too windy. These are some of the materials that you'll need. First, you want to see if you have some paint brushes for your craft sticks. We have our craft sticks here you won't need too many. It just depends on how many wind chimes you're going to make. For this wind chime, you'll just need 6. You'll need, of course, your beads and the colors that you're going to want to use. We have some different accessories here, some feathers, and we have some bigger beads for the top and the bottom of your wind chime. Your jewelry string as well. You'll need a couple pieces of this. And we have some paints for your craft sticks. And I think that's about it. So it's, and scissors. So you'll just need a couple of items there. You can get these mostly at Walmart or your craft store. So our first step of our cool wind chime here is we got our craft sticks. So we're going to paint our craft sticks whatever color we want. I did this one here Astros color because baseball season has pretty much started. So I just decorated with the orange, white, and blue colors. So these that we're going to be doing here, these wind chimes, I'm going to be doing football wind chime, which is Dallas Cowboys. That's what I'm gonna pick. And then Patty's gonna do,
we're gonna go with LA baseball,
the Dodgers. So we have those colors. You can see we have the blue and white, but you can choose any sports team you'd like. That's just something we are doing right now, but you can do any kind of different type of wind chime you'd like. So like I said, we're going to start painting our colors, and we're both gonna be using blue and white, so we'll share. And just that, once you paint your craft sticks here. So our next step here of our wind chime is we're going to paint our craft sticks. You want to make sure that you do it on a surface where you're not going to paint over anything that you may not want to paint over. So we're just going to do a couple blue, some white, and you make sure you let them dry before you continue. So our next step is we have our bead string. You can cut these at any length that you would like. I simply did about 12 to 20 inches. Like I said, you can cut it whatever size you think would be best. And you can choose any color you want. We just did the blue and the white. Our next step is putting our craft sticks together, and we're going to do them in a triangle shape, as you can see. So we do both in the triangle shape, and we're going to use the hot glue gun to glue them together. So now that you have your 2 triangles completed, you just want to get one upright and the other one upside down, and then again you proceed to do hot glue gun on those areas, so you'll have your corners where you can later put your beads through. You really don't need too much glue, just enough so your areas can stick. So our next step here is we're gonna start with the beads. This is the fun part. So I have a larger bead here at the bottom, and you'll also add a larger bead at the end when you're done with your smaller beads in the inside. This is so they make noise when the wind hits, so they'll all hit each other when the wind hits them. So I just tied a knot at the bottom, and then you can cut off the edges so you can't really see the string. Just like that. Make sure it's nice and tight at the bottom. And so then you can start adding all the different colors of beads that you like. Like you said, we're doing a Dallas Cowboy theme wind chime. So I have my blue and white beads here. So I'm gonna start adding all the different beads here to my string. And like I said, we have 4 strings. You can add a little more if you'd like. But there's so many different type of activities you can do with beads. You know, what kind of activities have you done before, Patty, in the past?
Bracelets. You can, get your favorite colors and you design your own. And with this same string, you can start putting the beads in, and then you tie it. And you can have some for your best friend, your mom, your parents. Also, you can have, I don't know, like a keychain, different stuff that you can do with this. Maybe you can design your own art and paper, and then you can just glue them and collage on top of it. What about you?
Just those are some of the things I did as a kid. We do these with my niece and nephew at home, especially right now since they're not really in a lot of summer activities. So this is something you can do, pass time, enjoy spending time with each other. So it's pretty fun to do. So once you've done your beads, you put them however you'd like. You see, I just did mine as a regular pattern, white, blue. Your bigger ends, of course, you make sure you have those. And you're going to insert your strings in these smaller triangles in your bigger triangle. So find your little areas. I have 4 areas here where I can put my strings in through. And then at the top, you're going to just tie a knot. So you'll just tie a knot as so. And then after you tie your knot, you can add any accessories that you would like to the bottom of your triangle. And I'm just gonna add some feathers, just have it a cool little look. So now that you have added your beads to the smaller triangles, you put them through and you tie your knot. And we added the accessories on the bottom of the feathers. So here's your wind chime, and Patty's adding her feathers now. And like I said, you can do any kind of different design, bead pattern you'd like. You can add any kind of different type of bead. Just make sure you always have a topper bead that's bigger at the top and then one at the bottom so you can hear them make noise outside in the wind. And your accessories can be anything else you can add just to give it some flair. I just see these feathers, I thought they looked pretty cool. And this is how my Dallas Cowboy wind chime looks. And you can add any other items you like in the top. And yeah, it's a pretty easy craft you can make. Make sure you have all your materials so you can complete this craft. And Patty will be done here shortly with her pretty cool Dodgers wind chime. We hope you enjoyed our wind chime craft using beads today. Make sure to tag us in your wind chimes at home, and make sure to catch up all our videos at McAllenparks.net.